Oh my god, I need to go to the bathroom so bad. Let me answer some of the frequently asked questions. So, the post-race analysis. What's up, guys? Welcome to Paris, to Champs-Elysees, and today we'll be racing my favorite course ever in the game, the Champs-Elysees. And that's where the positives end, because I almost didn't have any warm-up, because my webcam failed just before the race, so I needed to quickly fix that. It's very hot. I need to go to the bathroom, and in Saturday I've had pretty bad experience, and I will show it to you in the next video. But hopefully this race is going to be somewhat fun, and there's not much of us, but you'll see. So let's get to it. As usual, there is a crazy start. I'm in the higher bracket this time because I'm already over 550 points. So this is going to be fight for my life, this race with those guys. It's going to be very fast. It's 2 laps on the course. "70 riders, that's a very small field." I'll need to draft. Hopefully the camera is recording. It updated its driver and it disappeared from my OBS. Oh, this is quick. So yeah, on Saturday I was making a video about my new road bike, my first impressions, and for that I decided to ride the Century, which wouldn't be a bad idea, but I only took water with me. I didn't have any sugars. and I got into a pretty bad hypoglycemic shock. I'd almost passed out. I got blurry vision, darkened vision, and my father-in-law had to pick me up because I was so dumb that not only I didn't take any gels or sugars, I didn't take cash to buy some. I only had cards on my phone, but none of the vendors on the route I was riding was accepting cards. So dumb. So in my bike first impressions video, which is due to be released maybe on Saturday or Sunday, you will see there's going to be some spice. Was a nice ride up until that point though. And the bike is incredible. I love everything about it. The electronic shifting, the frame, the power meter, everything is perfect. Guy popped the anvil here. I need to save energy as much as possible in this group, because those guys are definitely better than me. I'm at the very bottom of this group, at least in terms of rating. Oh my God, I need to go to the bathroom so bad. And I need to lubricate my chain again. Starts to grind. It's funny how my fitness shifted during the recent months. When I was racing, after I created this channel in the early part of the year, I was always at a very high heart rate and my legs were fine. Now I am at fairly low heart rate, but my legs are burning. I'm sort of afraid to go out of the saddle so I don't pee myself. So if you see me suffering while at a pretty low heart rate, it's not that you know, I'm not going full gas. It's just my aerobic engine is that much stronger. My heart doesn't need to pump as hard, but my legs are wrecked. Now, fortunately, there's not an in-game indicator for that. Unless we can get some lactate measuring devices on Zwift. But to put things into perspective, this is kind of a effort that I would associate with heart rate like 169, 172 in the past months. In terms of feeling, it's a similar feeling. Let me answer some of the frequently asked questions under my videos. Why are you not using power-ups? Because I forgot I got them. Why are you wearing glasses indoors? Because I'm blind without them. How did you get the elevation profile and the averages overlay? That's added in post-processing It's called telemetry overlay. Soon, it hopefully won't be necessary after Zwift changes its interface. Starting to get cramps. That's so good. I had electrolytes before the race, but looks like it wasn't enough. I know better by now than to chase them. Got to be kidding me. That's not bad. So the post-race analysis, the race actually developed almost exactly how I expected and really wanted. I wanted to ride the bench as close to the finish line as possible and then out-sprint the guys. Unfortunately, it looks like in this higher category, it won't be as easy as it was in the lower one. As you can see here at the beginning, this was basically the little section near the river where there was the first attempted breakaway that didn't really have a chance, but the group reacted. The second big effort was here. It was on the first uphill segment. Thankfully, I had featherweight for both uphill segments. I think I would be in trouble if I didn't, because those guys were really strong, and I'm not sure. Maybe I would force it, but then I would be probably missing the energy by the end of the race. Then there is the second part, the same part as at the beginning, near the river. Again, it was basically not near the river. It was the up the ramp from the tunnel. Here, the second part was the second climb. It was even higher effort than the first one, which was to be expected. It almost looked like some of the guys wanted to go for a breakaway and to really push it. Unfortunately for them, there is this long downhill. So from my experience racing this course, it's really not worth it to try to kill yourself on the uphills, because you have plenty of opportunities to catch the pack on the downhills. And then, as you can see, here we have the attack near the river. Almost every time I've raced Champs-Elysees, there was an attack in the final lap of the race in this very spot near the river. I actually was chasing that in the past races here, and actually the only effect of that was that I was out of energy and the group got us anyway. And obviously there is the final home stretch and the finishing sprint, which I think wasn't my most powerful sprint, but was pretty good anyway. I ended up at the 5th place out of 17, which, considering I'm racing for the first time in the higher bracket than I used to, I'm very content with. As you can see, as I was saying during the race, my heart rate wasn't that high during this race. In the past, on these short courses, my heart rate was usually over 170 BPM for basically the whole duration of the race. Recently, my aerobic fitness got better, so I can maintain the same power output with lower heart rate, but it's the leg muscles that are preventing me from pushing harder for a long time. So I will probably need to do some workout to build my strength in my legs and to build that explosiveness, because that's what I feel I'm lacking. Thank you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this race. As I promised, on the weekend, there is going to be my video from my century ride with a pretty spicy finish. And if you like my content, subscribe. Thank you for everyone who subscribed. And I'm looking forward to see you around the future events. Ciao.